Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Auntie Jean.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Saturday. That's the day we get to meet up with Florida Peas. Hello, everyone. Jean may not want to be on camera. She's right here beside me somewhere. She's over there.
Oh,
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see if we can wake some peas up. Come on, are y'all excited? You're going to get to meet some people today. Get excited. Looking for it online. It tells me it's online, but I don't see it.
uh-oh.
There we are. Ricky. Oh, I know Ricky's excited. Ricky and Josie. Hello. Ricky, you get to meet some Florida peas. Isn't that awesome? All right, let's see. Where are we on here? Oh. Ricky says he is excited.
Good.
I'm so glad because we are too.
Excited to see Ricky and Josie again.
Oh. See, Auntie Jean's ahead of the game. She's already met Ricky and Josie. Here we are. Kathy Hand. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning, Kathy.
Just gonna put this over in Enlightened Grove Network for anybody over there that wants to find us. Here we go. So when you come in, just let somebody know that we're online. That's the way that works.
The wind is blowing out there.
Oh boy. Yeah, we heard yesterday it might get a little bit hairy here. I said to Auntie Jean, well, maybe we're going to stick around for the shuttle launch after all.
They launched. Just wait a few more days.
Imagine a tropical storm while you're here.
Well, that's true.
And we don't want to manifest it, but
Ron's probably having a cow at home.
he's probably already seen the news and he's like, he told her not to go to Florida. That's okay. We listen to the angels, right?
That's right. They
Right.
told me to come.
They did. They told us to come down here and you had to meet these peas. Oh, Kathy, you can jump onto anywhere you want to jump onto. Gotta get these peas woke up though.
Jump onto a plane. You can get here by 3.
Oh, Kathy, it would be so good to see you here. Marietta. There's another Florida lady, but I don't think she's driving up for the reunion. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Kathleen. Oh, this is awesome to see all of you. Well, let's go into our hearts and do some heart brain as we accept, align, allow, right? Okay, so hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. Just enjoy that breath. That's your connection. So bring it in again, right into your heart center. Fill your lungs completely. And relax it out. We're just slowing down the world right now. Nothing else matters except this very moment you are in. What are you doing with this moment? Are you connecting? Are you anxious about something? Just let all of that go. Just tell your brain everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. And we're just going to chill. Beautiful. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are enough. And now that we're all good and chillaxed, how are you doing? Let's do a check-in. I just woke up, but I woke up feeling great. Well, I woke up with a little bit of backache, I'll have to admit.
Well,
We did a lot yesterday. We emptied out the Angel Mobile, Jean and I, so I know she's probably feeling some little twinges also. So we lifted and we lugged and we carried stuff upstairs, well, up a few stairs. But you know what? It's all good. We talked yesterday about that pain and how pain's always been a part of life. It's just, how am I going to handle that pain? And I choose to handle it with ease and grace and not complain about it, but say, thank you that I had the strength to do what I did yesterday at my age. I'm not ancient, but I'm not a young chicken again either. But just thank you that there's this thing called life, and the things that need to be done or want to be done, I can still do them. Isn't that awesome?
it is awesome. And you are a young chicken.
I'm as young as I want to be.
Mm.
And Kathy's expecting 78 degrees. One
Whoa.
more day of our hot tub, and then tomorrow we will drain it and clean up the deck. Oh, enjoy that hot tub, Kathy. Life should be enjoyed. And to me, that's one of life's pleasures, is just chilling out, relaxing, letting the body soak. Yeah, I wish I had your hot tub right here. It's all good. I think my excitement overrules the twinges that I'm feeling in my back, and excited that one of my best friends, Auntie Jean, gets to meet another one of my best friends, Blanca Rosa.
Right, this morning.
We're having breakfast at the beach this morning with a dear, dear, dear friend of mine that's so precious and so close to my heart. Morning, Deirdre.
Hey, Gigi.
Kathy had 2 vaccines this past Monday and still feeling pain from the pneumonia one, and headaches all week made it difficult to work. No more pneumonia vaccines for you. Yeah. You know, when I think most of you know, I had a kidney transplant, but there were a few restrictions that the doctor gave me after that. And one of them was to not do the flu vaccine. They didn't have a pneumonia vaccine back at that time. And I've never had a flu vaccine. And, you know, every year the doctors ask me, my now doctors, if I want the flu vaccine. And I say no, because I've never had it. And, you know, my body just doesn't do good with medicine. So, and I said that actually to my doctor. So, but it's okay. Well, happy birthday, Marlena Rose. She's 22 in 2022. I love that, Kathy. That is awesome. 22 again. I don't know if I would do it all over again. Well,
If I could stay with the knowledge I have then, I would. But if I had to learn the lessons all over again, I don't think I want to. I'll be happy where I am.
yeah, you know, it's like the blog from yesterday. We already have so much of the puzzle, Jean. We already see so much of that big picture. And yeah, I don't want to go back. I'm enjoying seeing that picture. I don't know if you all read the blog. I read it to you yesterday online if you were here. But just to look at that picture puzzle of my life, see all those things that I've done and all the people that I've met along the way, the beautiful experiences. Nah, I don't want to go back. I want to enjoy that picture. I want to hang it up on the wall and say, oh, there was me at 22. At 22, I had already had my kidney transplant. And I had my daughter. She was a baby. I was enjoying life. I think that's when I started back in college.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I started college. Well, I had started college right out of high school. In fact, while I was still in high school. But then I stopped and I went back, finished my degree. So, yeah, so I can look at all those puzzle pieces and see what was happening at a certain point in life. Oh, Kathy, she is your sweet pea angel, isn't she? Doing her public health presentation on vision boards for her internship. Oh, how awesome. On November the 9th. I am so proud of you, Marlena. All right. I need to pull a Kuan card, but I need to drink my drink on this healthy routine, you guys. So I'm going to drink here for my gut health, and I got to get it drunk before we go to breakfast. So, how's your day? I know you just woke up too.
It's really weird seeing you live and then seeing you like 3 seconds later on the computer. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I did not know that Marlene's middle name was Rose. So I'm here trying to figure out who Marlene Rose is. Kathy, you did a wonderful job with her. She was so beautiful and so smart. So proud of her.
Yeah, me too, Kathy. I'm proud of you, Kathy.
Absolutely.
Look at that puzzle picture of your life. Look at all the things that you've been through and that you've done. And hang that up on the wall. Just be proud of who you are and what you've done. All of us. Marietta, Kathleen, those of you that are on here, Ricky, Robin Waters Dykes just came on, Deirdre, Rosalind. You all have a puzzle piece, a puzzle picture of your life. And there's still puzzle pieces to fit in there because you're still alive and you're still experiencing every day. I'm excited about that.
Me too. And I think if you weren't on yesterday and you haven't gone and read the blog, please do. I think it was my very favorite. I just loved it because it's so true. Life is a puzzle. And we have to put the pieces together. But what's really neat is we're all part of a bigger puzzle. It's like the puzzle. Well, my husband does that. He divides it into sections.
Oh, with colors or something?
And colors. And then he puts it all together. So, it fits. It's so true.
Everything fits. And
everything fits.
And I wonder if we kind of do that too, because you know how we go through phases in our life. So I think we probably look at our puzzle pieces and put some things aside, and because they're not quite fitting in with all the other colors and experiences yet. I just love this whole analogy of the puzzles, the puzzle and how our puzzle fits into the big puzzle of everybody else's puzzle. I just love that. And Kathy said she loved that puzzle presentation yesterday. It gives me such hope and more inspiration for writing my books in the future. All these experiences will be in at least one of my books. Awesome. Jim's Hi, Jim Rashawn on YouTube. He says, good morning and love to you all. Thank you for all you do to help me with my puzzle pieces. I love that. And we had Gail Zimmerman. Come on, Gail. Good morning, sweet one. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, and Robin's in central Mississippi where it's 60 degrees. You know, I think we're going to be passing through Mississippi, Robin.
Oh, yes.
We're making that long trek from Florida to Texas. So, yeah, I think we're going to hit your state. Marietta said, life is a discovery. Oh, boy, is it ever. So, that brings us to yesterday's blog. Yesterday's blog is Be Authentically You. We have to dare to be ourselves, however frightening or strange that self may prove to be. And that's by May Sarton. Never heard of her, but I loved what she said. I had a conversation with a friend tonight who said she was not interested in anything that's outside of the energy of love. She chooses to be authentically her and not what other people try to make her out to be. I can so relate to that. Being authentic is not something many people in the world understand these days. I like to look at who I was before the world told me who to be and return to that innocence. Dear angels, it gets frustrating at times when we feel pressured to be a certain way or say something just right without stepping on toes or upsetting others. It is my desire and my commitment to be my authentic self no matter what. Dear ones, the worst thing you can do in your life is to try to be what other humans tell you to be. Listen only to your higher self and your gut instinct. When you spend your energy trying to please others and make them happy, you are doing an injustice to yourself. You are unique in this world, and no one has the right to try to change or mold you into their idea of what you are. Stand up for yourself, dear ones, and see the possibilities come to life. Honor your decision to come into a human body and show up for yourself. You do not need a micromanager. You've got this. And we all do, don't we? So I promise to be true to me and my higher self, to let that be what I listen to. That's my promise to me. And, you know, when I've always done this, when I make a promise, I know that I'm going to honor it. I'm going to stay integrity with it. And when I'm done with something, I'm done with something. That's just how I've lived my life. I can look at my puzzle picture and I can see that through my life. I can see there were places where I said I'm done and I was done and that was it. I didn't go back. Now, there have been times when it was challenging and I had to try it one more time. Anybody else go through that? It's like, I'm done, but oh, wait a minute. Let me see if maybe it's different now. But usually it's not. It has not worked out well for me to do that. But yeah, being authentically you.
I love what she said. It's like everyone has a closet full of costumes that we put on for whoever it is we're with at the present time to make them happy instead of being authentically ours. And she's throwing out all the costumes and she's never putting them on again.
Yeah.
She calls them roles.
Yes. The
Get
roles
rid of all the roles.
The roles that we play.
That we play.
Yeah.
I love that because it's true.
It is true. And I'm,
we play the wife, we play the mother at certain times, It's just be me.
Just be you. And Auntie Jean, I think that you have found you.
You know, I have.
Yeah.
And this trip has been wonderful for that. And you know what I found out? You like me.
Because I like you too.
You like me. And that is really 360 degree. I don't know which way you put it. 180-degree turn
Mhm.
from where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is.
It sure is. And I remember the Auntie Jean that I first met. You weren't Auntie Jean then. We kind of adopted you as our sweet, wise aunt. But yeah, you really have totally changed. Even in her looks, you guys. I mean, seriously, this woman has such a glow about her.
I think that's the Florida sun there, Teri.
Oh, you glowed before Florida. You glowed at the retreat.
I love the retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny because on the computer, it's not showing me any of the new comments.
Okay. Well, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
But we have Deirdre saying, Cryon spoke of the great puzzle of life that we're all in. So I so resonate with your blog about it too. Thank you, Deirdre. Yes, I found that wonderful poem. I want to make a copy of that poem and take it with me wherever I go because it was so beautiful.
I'm going to make a copy of your blog and put it in my room because I loved it so much.
Thank you, Jean. That's awesome. Robin says, my thoughts. Your life is a puzzle. If you are not where you need to be in your picture, if you're not where you need to be in your picture, the Lord is unable to finish. If you're over by the store and you need to be by the bridge, it's something I go by. If you're over by the store and you need to be by the bridge, yeah. Sometimes we veer off, don't we? We come to a crossroads and we don't fully listen to our higher self, like what yesterday's blog was all about, being authentic. And when we're authentic, we hear more clearly. Kathy, let's get rid of that nervous energy. Let's just relax and enjoy each other. It's Saturday morning. The work week is over. It's the last day of the full week before we start over again on Sunday. So look back at this week. Look at the pieces that went into your puzzle on this week. And wow, I had some amazing experiences this week. You know, Florida has my heart. Really, there's several places that really have my heart, but Florida, I've lived in most of my life. I've developed friendships here that are years and years and years in the making. And yeah, it does. It has a huge part of my heart. But I still am hearing and listening and hearing that I'm supposed to be continuing on this journey. So it'll be a heart tug when I leave out of here, but it's okay because there's excitement. There's this awe and this wonder. I get to go be in Colorado for a month and a half. And I really feel that when I'm there, I'm going to get so much accomplished. I know there's books that need to be written. I was telling, was it yesterday? I was telling somebody how, I think it was Kathleen. I was telling you how when I have a thought or something strikes me, I put it in my notes on my phone. And I said, okay, guys, if I die, go to my phone and look at the notes. There's my book. It's in my notes. But I know that it needs to be put in thought form and really flow so that people can get the benefit of what's happened along the way on this Peace on Earth tour. And the land blessings. I put the last one, the Keys one, on the website last night. Took me a minute because I couldn't remember passwords. Did you hear that word? That's my nightmare right now.
Mine too. I hate passwords.
There's got to be a better way. You know, I heard something years ago, many years ago, that the mother of invention is necessity. So passwords, we have to have them. It's a necessity. So when you say there's got to be a better way, that starts a thought, and that sends your brain out on assignment. And the brain says, oh, what could that better way be? So I want all of us to put our brains together and see if we can come up with something different, because it is a force to be reckoned with when you have to remember a password, isn't it? I don't know if I'm the only one. No, I'm not the only one, because Auntie Jean goes through this too.
Definitely. And I only have like 3, and she's got a million. I only have 3 that I use, and I switch them up. So I have to try all 3 of them before I find the right one.
Yeah, I give up after round 4, and then it's threatening me. You're going to be locked out of your account unless you get this right. So I usually have to do, oh, I forgot my password. Give me a new password. And then I have that one to remember. Yeah, it's, oh, Deirdre, I love that. Passwords are the bane of my existence. They are. They're a pain in the you know what, and there's got to be a better way. Kathleen says, yes, need to record all those great thoughts and ideas. I really do. I know this, but I need the time to sit and do that. So I'm thinking maybe while I'm in Colorado, things will get rolling along that line. And then we'll see where I'm going to be from there to go into the deep thought and take the time I need to do that. So anyway, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say after all of this discussion and reading of the blog today. Ride with spirit unbroken. I have been with you, my wild one, throughout every challenge to your free spirit, encouraging you to rise, believing in you. When you were shamed, denied, judged, and ridiculed, I was there with you. I went through it all, right along with you. I knew that the time would come when you would be ready to rise above those experiences, to let your wild heart be free. And now is that time. I had a thought as I was reading that, those puzzle pictures. I wonder if we can see where Kuan Yin was guiding us in that big picture and see where the angels stepped in. I know I can. In my puzzle picture, I see times that, could have ended so very badly. There were times when I almost went over a cliff of a mountain in a car that something had happened to it and it was spinning out of control. And one spin in the wrong direction, I would have gone down the side of a mountain. I know Archangel Michael pushed that car over to the other side of the road, where instead of going over the mountain, we ran into the mountain, but it wasn't at the point that it came to a stop. It wasn't something where it crushed us, just shook us up really, really, really bad. But I know that there was a divine intervention there. I know that in my heart. Oh, my nephew Bobby is on. Hello, good morning, Bobby. So glad you're here. And there were other times, as I look at that puzzle picture, there were times when, like, I got hit by a drunk driver one night, late at night, broadsided, and ended up in the emergency room. But I walked out of that car. There's just so much. I can look at my big picture of things that I've done in life and experiences that I've had, and I see God's hand. I see the intervention that happened so that the rest of the puzzle pieces could go into that big picture. How about you, Jean?
Oh, I wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for the angels. there's so many times when if it hadn't been for them, I know that I would have been gone. They've been there my whole life. I may not have appreciated it my whole life, but they've been there every single time. And I'm so grateful.
Yeah, me too.
Grateful.
Me too. How about any of you? Did you have a moment, or as you look back at your puzzle picture, can you see where maybe that angel just pushed something out of the way or put somebody in your life to maybe bring you back to reality if you had strayed down a really bad road? I know that's happened too. All these experiences that I look back on, even on the journey. There was one day I was driving and I was on an interstate. I don't even know where I was. I don't remember. When I saw this car start to drift into my lane, and it happened kind of quickly, so I didn't have time to really honk my horn, or my thought was get out of his way because he's coming over here, and I couldn't because there were cars on each side of me, and so all I could do was put my brakes on. But as I started putting the brakes on, I saw his car, and I could see the driver. He was not paying attention. He was on his phone. And I saw his car start to move back over into his lane. And I thought, how's that happening? He's just like totally in la la land there on his phone. But I know how it happened, and I know it was Michael, because I don't go anywhere without Michael. I ask Archangel Michael every time I get in that vehicle to cover me. I do the shield of Archangel Michael over my car, and just, I know that I'm protected. Oh, Robin, thank you for being here, honey. I hope you have an amazing day, Robin. And as we come through Mississippi, we'll just kind of do a little wave to you and say, hi, Robin. Yeah. So anybody else have divine intervention where you knew it was angels or that hand of God that just said, nope, it's not your time. This is not it for you, and paid attention to the fact that you were being guided? We have Deirdre. Deirdre says, I saw firsthand how angels showed up for me when my counselor set Bobby and me up. He was my earth angel. I was headed down a bad path.
In my comments?
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody on that one.
No.
They're on.
No, I've been on everything. I can't find any of the comments. They're not. The Facebook hates me.
Oh, Robin would like to meet up with us when we come through Mississippi.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's going to be the 12th. But I'll let you know for sure, Robin. We would love to meet you.
Depends on the tropical storm.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens with this weather. Yeah. So last night, Kathy says, she was following Bob in her car. He was on our motorcycle and we were coming home from dinner, and a car cut across the highway and I gasped. All I could think was if he was hit, he would have either rolled in front of me or this semi-truck, which was on the lane next to me. Michael was definitely with Bob and me. Oh, Kathy, I can't tell you how many times on my motorcycle that I saw that divine intervention. I saw so many times. One time in particular that sticks out was in Florida, and I was riding with a group of other motorcyclists, and we had been out to breakfast. We had this beautiful habit of just meeting up with each other and riding as a group up somewhere to go to breakfast and then back home to Fort Lauderdale. And there was one morning we were coming back after breakfast, and there were probably 20 of us on our bikes. And so we took up a good space on the road. And this car was to our left, not paying attention. How can you not see 20 motorcycles? I don't understand that. But he all of a sudden was coming into our lane. And on purpose, he's coming over to make a turn, I guess. And oh my goodness, we were like honking. You do have a horn on motorcycles, or at least we did. And he finally realized that he was, putting us in danger and got back over in his lane. But we stopped at a traffic light, and some of the guys got out. I thought they were trying to beat him up, but they got out and they really gave him a little lecture about, you got to look for us. We're here. We're part of the roadway, traffic, and you have to look for us. So that was interesting to see that, that could have been a disaster for so many of us if that car had come into where we were, into our group. Marietta, leaving tomorrow on a rendezvous with other Great Harbor trawler folks. In Gainesville, we are not taking Good Girl Pearl. A friend will stay with her here at Hart Harbor, so she will be more comfortable. EIWP, we are very grateful. Marietta, I hope that is such a beautiful experience for you. And yeah, get away from this tropical system that's coming in. It's so windy out there. I know that something is brewing. So I'm happy that you're going to go up to Gainesville and get more inland. And I just hope that is an amazing experience. Sending love to that sweet girl. Her good girl, Pearl. You are such a good girl. We love you so much.
I wonder if Sharon's going to babysit.
It could be Sharon, or it could be Mimi. Somebody's going to be there for the Pearl girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Ed. Have a wonderful time, Marietta. I know you will. And our thoughts and our prayers are with you as you go along the way.
Ooh. Ooh. I was reading Kathy's comment.
Go ahead.
Oh, it says, back when Bob used to drag race motorcycles, he had a horrible incident where the bike went sideways. It hit a bump and he flew off and slid, and his head hit into the guardrail. Of course, he was wearing a helmet and leathers, but it's amazing he didn't get hurt. I was holding baby Colin at the time, and my dad had just passed away a couple months there. I believe my dad intervened.
It wasn't his time. He still had more puzzle to complete. Yeah, I understand how scary that is, Kathy. Trust me, I've lost many friends on motorcycles, and I've also seen many miracles happen when bikes go down, and it just wasn't his time. I'm so glad that he had the leathers and the helmet on. When I was riding, we had the helmet law, and so I always had one. It wasn't always a very protective helmet, I have to admit. I'm a little bit of a rebel. And I remember I had one of the half helmets, and it had stickers all over it. And of course, it was pink.
Of course it was.
I loved my pink helmet. Oh, good morning. A hug so tight on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Kathy says, peace. Positive energy always creates enduring and peace. Yeah. Steve Hickey, good morning to you, Steve. Thank you for being on this morning. Charlie Coons in the house. Charlie Charming. Charlie has a new name.
Yes.
He is now Charlie Charming. You estimate he was going about 120 to 140 miles an hour.
Oh, he really is blessed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually gone that fast on a motorcycle.
Ooh.
It's a thrill. Get the adrenaline pumping. I was a daredevil, you guys. Well, I still am a daredevil in certain things. I don't go the 120 miles an hour anymore, but I don't drive slow down the road either.
No, she does not. Sometimes I'm glad there's a handle on the roof,
I try not to scare Auntie Jean, but sometimes it happens.
Yes, it does.
Good morning, sweet Isabel. We get to see our Isabel. You get to meet Isabel today.
I know. I know her. I just get to hug her.
You do get to hug her. All right. It looks like I missed some comments. I don't know
Well,
what
mine
they are.
are just not showing up. So I just don't know.
I don't know. I do know something. It's time for prayers. We have the responsibility, which I say that in a really good way because I love it, that we have been asked to lift up loved ones. So any of your loved ones that need that extra attention to what's going on in their life, if we need to just lift them a little higher and ask our Creator to wrap arms of love around them, then put that in the comments. We have many, many, many of your loved ones on our list, our big prayer list, and we revisit that every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. But we know that we have beautiful, beautiful energy to give to that prayer circle. So if you have anybody to add or if you have any updates, and I don't really have an update about my brother James yet, just kind of waiting for word of what's going to happen. He, last I heard, was trying to wake up from the experience of the heart attack. So we'll see what happens. But just keep his family in your prayers, please. Those are my nephews, their children, and the extended family. A Hug So Tight is asking prayers for Tommy, Starlyn, Dara, Bella, Autumn, and Gigi. We certainly will. And I'll alert our Blue Jean. I have no idea where she is this morning, but I will let her know as well to put them in the grid. We do have a Reiki grid that Jean has set up in her home, and anybody that we pray for goes into that grid. So thank you all for sharing your loved ones so we can all be of service. I know Blue has empty nest syndrome going on with people right now because our beautiful Brookie is off to Pennsylvania, her and Dylan cohabiting and getting prepared to bring that sweet baby into the world. We got to see the ultrasound of it. Let's pray for that baby. The baby's name is Maxwell, and he'll be born in, I believe, 3 months, 4 months.
April? Is it?
No, it's going to be before April.
March?
It may be March, February, March.
And it's moving now. She's so proud.
She's so happy because it moves around a lot and kicks the field goals and punches the punching bag, all those things that babies in the womb do. So let's all please, I'm going to add Maxwell to our big list. And let's remember Brookie as she goes through these trimesters and brings that baby into the world.
He's beautiful. We saw his, was it a sonogram that we saw?
It's a 3D ultrasound, I think, where they can really show you what that baby looks like.
It's going to look like Brookie. You can tell already.
It was so sweet to see that.
Sweetest little nose.
Yeah. Oh, you and Bob were racing.
Yeah, naughty.
Yeah, maybe somebody was trying to tell you, okay, be more careful. I know sometimes I say that to people. I bless them as they fly by me at 90, 95, 100. And my prayer is that they get where they're going safely without harming themselves or others. So put Michael around you, Kathy, anytime that you all go out on the roadway. All right, so pray for our gathering today. I want to put that out there. We've got about a dozen P's that are going to get together today. And I am so thrilled and so excited that we get to do that we get to just be in each other's energy. Some of you know each other already. Some are meeting for the very first time in person. And I'm just delighted that we're going to do that. It was my prayer that we'd be able to have a little Florida gathering, and we are. So I'm going to try to put us on for just a couple of minutes onto a live stream so that you all can see who all's there and love on them just like we're loving on each other in person. So we'll see if we can make that happen. Okay, so let's breathe into our heart. Let's breathe right in. Enjoy again that feeling of connection and release it out. And with that next breath, just see the energy field opening up. As you connect from your heart, reach it forward. Go forward into the realm where the great central sun is. Go to that dimension and really find there your connection with Creator, God, Source, whatever you choose to call that being that's greater than us human beings. And then pull in that light into your heart. See that channel now that has opened up, that big channel, that streaming white light. Maybe it's rose-colored today. It could be whatever you want it to be, whatever you want to ask from Creator to pour into your heart. Is it love? Is it confidence? Is it acceptance? Whatever it might be, pull that energy in through that channel of light and bring it right into your heart. And as you do so, that energy field just expands out beyond you, very wide. Just feel it opening, feel it moving. Energy moves, it doesn't sit stagnant unless we're not paying attention to it. So let's pay attention to it. And feel in your heart space anyone you're holding there, whether it's a person, an animal, a place in the world, whatever it might be. Just share that love. Send it over that person. See everything working to perfection when we sit in this energy. If you stay in the now moment, everything is working perfectly. Make that choice, make that decision that this is the right place and the right time for me to be in. And then let that flow over the people close to you. Maybe there's other people there in your home, your next door neighbors, your entire neighborhood, the surrounding counties, the state that you're in. Just keep letting it flow. Let it go out through all the states or all the places in your country where you may be. And now let's expand it beyond that. Let's go to the continents and just see that whole area covered with love that's coming from your heart, touching every inhabitant there, touching all the waterways, the land mass, the mountains and valleys, all the animals in the wild, the birds in the air, the ones under the water. Just connecting everything together on this beautiful planet Earth. And now let's love on our Mama Gaia. Just love, love, love this planet that we're on. Show gratitude for being able to walk on Gaia's back, for being nourished by what we need to survive in this body. Say thank you. I love you to Mama Gaia. And as we lift up every prayer request, let's say that to God, however you envision Creator to be. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for taking our prayer request and answering each one for the best and highest good of all. And now, sweet ones, let's love on each other. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so very much. Hope you have a blessed day. And look at who just arrived. Our sweet Blue Jean. We were talking about you since you weren't here. Oh, Tammy Fisk. Tammy, you're in my heart and prayers, honey. And I just have sent angels out on assignment and said, our Tammy needs help right now and needs that perfect job to come in. So, Kathy Mincer, thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, what a great gathering this morning. I love you all. We're going to go meet with a pea, and then we're going to go meet with a dozen peas. We get a double dose of peas this morning.
Baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen. So yes, Marietta, remember to smile. Spirit magnifies incredible, loving energy. That's right. Put that smile on your face. Say thank you. I love you. And let's see if Leo will play a song for us today. See if Alexa's going to let him loose for just a minute. Unable to play. Well, when we get together today, he's going to be there. We'll have him sing it for us. How's that?
Jean says there's a big bear out here in the woods and he's looking for it.
Oh, well, I'm so glad I whisked you away from there.
Oh, I want to see the bear.
You keep those babies safe, Jean, Blue Jean, and keep them inside away from that big bear. Probably just trying to get its last bit of food before it hibernates for the winter.
Surprised he's still up and walking around.
I don't think it's that cold yet. I think they had a little bit of warmth and
he came back out.
Yeah. So Isabel's, come on, Marietta, come over to the meeting. It's a bit of a drive to get up here from where she's at in the Keys. So we understand. Oh, the bear, it's a sweet bear looking for safety. It's in the 60s there. And Kathy Hand said the bear just wanted to talk with Auntie Jean. She would talk with it. She would probably hug it. She would. She's fearless, this Auntie Jean. I think I'm rubbing off on her. All right. So we're going to get out of here. I love you all. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Some of you I will see later. And the others, I'll see you online or see you tomorrow. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone. There she is. She really was here by me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye, everybody. We're out of here. We got to go breakfast. We get to go to breakfast.